Welcome to Arlington football, live on AHS Tiger Life. This is Roman Cleary calling the action for you. And tonight, the Arlington Tigers will take on the Patriots of Lewisburg in their fourth straight home game to kick off the season. I have Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arlington football, live on AHS Tiger Life. This is Roman Cleary calling the action for you, along with Andrew Farrell once again. And before we get started, we'd like to thank AHS senior of class of 2021, Emerson Thomas, my former choir classmate, for singing the national anthem to kick off the night. Of course, once again, I have Andrew Farrell with me. My name is Roman Cleary, and tonight, your Arlington Tigers will take on the Patriots of Lewisburg. And speaking of the Tigers, here they come. Say hello to your Arlington Tigers as they come out of the big gold helmet through the tunnel.
Here we go. I'm excited, Roman. How are you feeling tonight? What are you excited to see?
Well, we had the week off last week, so I feel quite rejuvenated to get back in the booth with you and call tonight's action.
Oh yeah, that was a nice game too. I mean, I was able to come out here and be able to watch, and they played great. I think that was Arlington's best game, offensively especially. Overall, I mean, we've seen Zach Baker progress throughout the season, but last week especially against DeSoto Central, I mean, he went 14 for 19 for 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And that's not even talking about what he was able to do on the ground game. Again, we saw him make more and more magic as he's done all season. So I'm excited to see if this offense can continue that rhythm and be able to capitalize on their momentum, and hopefully this week be able to keep it together, keep calm like they did last week. Because if they can play like that and the defense can get back to their form, I think this is going to be a great game for Arlington.
Well, as Lewisburg enters the field here, captains tonight, it will be Alex Maddox, the senior for Arlington, and Blake Speed, the senior running back for the Lewisburg Patriots. And as you mentioned last week, the Tigers were quite dominant in a 24-14 victory over DeSoto Central, bouncing back quite nicely from that heartbreaking defeat to ECS a couple of weeks ago. And it looks like the Arlington Tigers will be kicking this one off. They have deferred, so Lewisburg, led by sophomore quarterback Gage Haley, will be getting the football first. This Lewisburg offense scored 44 points in their season opener last week, defeating Byhalia 44-13.
Yeah, I mean, back to what you were saying about Arlington, though. I think if Arlington can play like they did last week, as I was saying earlier, and they can just put it all together. We've seen the defense through the first 2 weeks. They were kind of the, not that the offense wasn't doing their job, but they were definitely the ones leading the charge. And last week we saw the offense kind of take over in that role. So I'm interested to see how they do tonight. Devontae Glover is out, so that means John Davis will be stepping up to carry the starting running back load. So I'll be interested to see if they can continue to be successful, and I think that has a lot to do with quarterback Jack Baker. As I said it earlier, he had his best game by far last week.
Here we go. We're underway. And J.D. Green will pass up, but it looks like Lewisburg has inadvertently allowed themselves to actually return to football. Julian Slocum down the sideline. Julian Slocum has still not been brought down, and he's forced out of bounds past the 50-yard line. So Lewisburg will start the night out in Arlington territory.
This is going to come back. There was a block in the back down here against EC. Excuse me.
That's going to back up way back.
Yeah, okay, they are going to come back.
The special teamer, Eston Dunn, will also be out tonight. He plays a big impact on all 3 areas, the sides of the football, but especially on special teams as the returner here. Watch Julian Slocum.
Yeah, here we see the block in the back, number 15 right there. It looks like there was multiple. Yeah, I think that's the one that was called. It looks like again.
Jarrett Robertson was the one that got called for the illegal block in the back there.
Yeah, I think he hit Brady Garlick on the back, and I think that's the one where the flag was called, but clearly multiple blocking the backs from that play.
Here is Gage Haley. He's going to hand this one off to Miles Smith, and he is immediately stuffed in the backfield that time, and Arlington gets a quick stop on the first play.
Looks like they're running a little bit of triple option out here, Roman. A little bit of Navy style. Maybe we're going to get to see some of that tonight.
Well, they are named after the Patriots, and of course, the head coach of the Patriots, Bill Belichick, is quite the mastermind, so maybe they're trying to emulate this a little bit. You could see the Patriots, the New England Patriots, running a little bit of triple option this year with Cam Newton starting at quarterback for them, but Gage Haley will be under center, and it's going to Miles Smith again. This time he's going to go down the sideline, rushing down the field, and he's got speed. He's out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He was forced out that time by Nick Smith. First down, Lewisburg.
Yeah, right there. It looked like Arlington lost contain. You got to be able to set the edge. Maybe the triple option, what makes it so deadly is you can go up the middle, to the side. I mean, you can do anything, and right here you see it. Looks like Arlington just loses contain on the edge, and he made him pay for it.
The triple option look once again. This time it's going to be Gage Haley throwing, and he's got Blake speed, and he's got some speed past the 50-yard line. First down, Lewisburg, and they've gotten all the lost yardage from the illegal block in the pack right back in 3 plays.
Yeah, right there, J.J. Johnson got hit, but Cannon Lineball just saved the touchdown. And it looks like Braxton Tompkins a little banged up on that play. He's coming out on the field. Looks like Jackson Peterman is going to come in from him at that safety role.
Jackson Peterman, a senior that has been a little bit limited at time this year. You see this every single year. Some seniors that are not getting as much playing time as they probably should.
Oh, and miscommunication.
Haley hands it off, and Blake Speed, I believe, is immediately stuffed in the backfield.
Speed again on the carry.
And it was Alex Maddox, the captain, for tonight, bringing him down.
Yeah, the strength of Arlington defensively this year has been the D-line. Especially and the front seven, really, those linebackers too. If this is the offense that they're going to be running all night, I think this is going to be I think Arlington has a pretty good chance to have a good game because they're basically trying to attack Arlington's strength, and honestly, I see Arlington winning that one.
Gage Haley under center. Once again, he tosses Miles Smith on the toss and immediately just brought down. A great tackle that time. Looked like it was Isaac Jordan there.
Yeah.
Tristan Jenkins.
The
junior, Tristan Jenkins.
Yeah, they tried a little motion pitch right there, and I think that was telegraphed all the way through. I mean, Miles Smith was, he gave that away. He was, I don't know if you can see it on the replay, but he was clearly ready for the ball. He was giving it away before the play, and Arlington right there. Good job to stay disciplined and take care of that.
Tristan Jenkins, a very talented man, both on and off the field. Great academic talent as well. He's in my Earth and Space Science class. 6th period. Pretty smart kid in there. Third down and 11 coming up. We'll be right back.
I can't express how much I appreciate every single thing that St. Jude has done. You never know when you could be that determining factor to save the next child's life. 1,000,000 thank yous wouldn't be enough.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
All right, we're back. 3rd down and 11 coming up for Lewisburg. We are scoreless early on here in the first quarter. Here we go, 3rd down and 11. Gage Haley with the under center look once again. And it's going to be a toss, looking for the pass, looking deeper, and intercepted.
J.J. Johnson!
It's intercepted by J.J. Johnson. What a play. Great coverage. J.D. Green tried to throw a bomb down the field, but J.J. Johnson all over it, and the Tigers will take over.
That is excellent discipline right there by J.J. Johnson. Way to not be fooled by the run fake. Just stay with his man, not give it up. J.J. Johnson doesn't do that. That's a touchdown because looked like all other 10 of Arlington's players were faked out by that. And J.J. Johnson, way to stay disciplined, way to do what he can. That's what makes J.J. Johnson so special. While he is smaller than, the average corner and all of that, he is tough and he is smart and he plays that way, and that's why he's successful.
Eli Basham was the intended target right there. J.D. Green showing off a lot of arm strength. Arlington hurrying it up. Zach Baker hands it off to John Davis. John Davis breaking through tackles, and he's got the first down.
Looks like Arlington wants to capitalize on that momentum right there, coming out with a look to be using the quick game. I'd be interested to see if they use that this week to maybe attack something they see.
Once again, as you mentioned earlier, Devontae Glover out for the second straight week of that leg injury that he suffered in the ECS game. And Zach Baker will be taking the snap here once again. But John Davis, he was pretty impressive in those snaps that he had against Halls.
Yeah, he looked good last week, too.
And here comes John Davis again, another 5-yard gain, second down coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, he looked good last week. He looked ready to step up into that role, and I'm really excited to see what he can do this week. I'm excited to see if the offense is adjusting any, as it does look like Dylan Keith is not out there, as he is a little bit banged up, as he's got some issues with his right foot. Looks like Spencer Pruitt is in there taking his spot right now.
Second down, 4 yards to go for Zach Baker and the Arlington Tigers offense. 2 runs to start out the night for the offense, and now we got a play fake. Baker throwing deep, and Spencer Pruitt tripped. He was tripped over. He tripped himself over, and that prevents him from making the catch there, and it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, I think Zach Baker's lucky right there. Julian Suckman he was a couple steps away from taking that, and with Spencer Pruitt on the ground, that might have been 6. So if you're Spencer Pruitt, I get it. It's your first week. First week starting, I should say. This is his first action, or real action, I should say. So hopefully that's the last of the first game jitters for him, and this offense can get back in a rhythm.
Baker, play fake, checking it down to Lineball, Cannon Lineball. He's got the catch, breaking through 2 tackles. Cannon Lineball's got the first down.
And that's what makes Cannon Lineball so special is Cannon, he's a bigger guy, and so people kind of forget about him over the middle of the field. But Cannon Lineball, Zach Baker is quoted as saying he has the highest IQ out of his receivers because Cannon is just so great at just finding green grass and sitting down and waiting for that ball. He's Zach Baker's safety valve, and it showed all year.
Lineball just trucked right through J.D. Green and Josh Pack as we have first down from the 40. It's a flip. Gabriel Torres. Here he goes. Gabriel Torres speeding down the field. Gabriel Torres got the first down. An electric run, but he was forced out by J.D. Green.
That was a great block by, who was that on the outside? John Davis, I believe. He came in and smoked the linebacker and really freed up Gabriel Torres right there. Creative play call. We have not seen something like that from Arlington's offense this year, and I like it. That's changing it up. That's what they need to be doing. They need to be giving teams different looks as the season goes on, and I'm liking the way they're starting right now.
It is first down for Arlington as we are now in Lewisburg territory on their 42-yard line. Zach Baker just taking this one a little bit slower. J.J. Johnson, the man in motion, had an interception. Now he's back on offense, and this time it will be Mr. Kylon Spears on the carry. He gets 8, and it'll be second down and short.
Yeah, we've been waiting all year to see Arlington get those speed, quick guys. Gabriel Torres, J.J. Johnson, obviously, and then Aston Dunn, who before taking that injury was getting in the offense a little bit. He was only in there for a couple of plays before he got banged up, but we saw him doing similar things. We've been waiting for Arlington to take advantage of that all year, and hopefully they're starting to do that because I think this offense is more exciting with them doing that.
Second down and short coming up. Parks Wallace will be the fullback here in the backfield with Spencer Pruitt, Cannon Lineball, and Jake Golday out wide. And John Davis and Zach Baker obviously back there as well. This is a play fake. Baker lost the ball. He lost the ball. He fumbled it himself. And he's able to get back on top of it and recover. And we have a third down coming up.
I think that's a little RPO action gone wrong right there. I think there was some miscommunication between John Davis and Zach Baker on whether or not he was keeping it or not. you want to see that cleaned up by now. Obviously, it is understandable. John Davis, not usually the starting running back. Zach Baker had an entire offseason with Devontae Glover right there so they could build that chemistry. So hopefully that can never happen again, but hopefully they can get that cleaned up and we don't see much more of that tonight.
They actually ruled that an incomplete pass, so this is 3rd down and 2. They thought that Baker was throwing the football forward, so it does not count as a fumble recovery. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 2. John Davis on the carry. John Davis, very close, but I believe he got the 1st down.
I'll be interested. I think they are going to, yep, they are going to give him the 1st down. Great job right there by that offensive line. All year they have been up and down, but when they're up, they are all the way up. And when they're down, they're really not even that down. When I say they're down, I mean they just have some sloppy little mistakes, some penalties, stuff like that. So if they can play like that all night, Arlington will be in great position.
Matthew St. Aubin with the tackle, but it was just a little bit too late as John Davis had already gotten the 1st down. And 1st down and 10 coming up for the Tigers from the 32-yard line. It's a play fake. Baker looking deep, but he's going to just check this down to Pruitt.
Man.
And Spencer Pruitt has this one come right off of his hands. 2nd down.
I'm glad Arlington is deciding to throw the ball more. It looks like Coach Sykes is putting more faith in Zach Baker. I think last week he showed that he can be a great passer, and I'm glad that Arlington is already, which has been a kind of an up and down thing for them. It looks like they're committing to the pass so far. I'll be interested to see whether or not Spencer Pruitt can bounce back, as that's now 2 plays where could have been big plays and they just haven't worked for him.
The real question about Zach Baker is that can he come up when it really matters? He's had a history of not coming up clutch, when it really matters, and that happened a couple weeks ago in ZCS. But he's looking to come up when it matters right here. Boom. As he makes a beautiful catch, a beautiful pass, which is a beautiful catch there by Jake Golday.
There's a flag on the play. This might be holding against Arlington. Let's see. Oh, it's roughing the passer. So we're going to get even more yards for Arlington. So Arlington is going to be looking at 1st and goal at what I would guess about the 5, if I had to guess.
Jake Golday with beautiful positioning over Chet McDaniel. And Zach Baker, I was mentioning how he's not been able to come up clutch when it matters, but he came up really clutch on that play. A beautiful throw, a beautiful pitching catch, and a 1st down and goal situation from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, we've seen that. As Zach Baker has progressed, Jake Golday has as well. He's grown into that wide receiver role. Remember, this is his 1st year playing on the outside. And over the weeks, we've seen it progressively. He's gotten better and better. Last week, I believe him and Zach Baker hooked up for 2 touchdowns.
Ball is snapped. Baker throwing to the end zone. It's caught by Cannon. Line ball to the goal line, and no, he's just a little bit short. 2nd down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, as I was saying, as the weeks have gone on, Jake Golday and Zach Baker's connection has gotten even better. Oh, looks like they're going with a little hurry up here.
Hurry up offense, Baker sneaking it in. Zach Baker is in for the touchdown, but flag.
I'd be interested.
They might get Arlington for a false start here. They did come up a little bit quick.
That, or I would maybe some illegal motion or too many players on the line. Not too sure what's going on.
Oh, it's offsides against the defense.
They're going to decline it, and
maybe Baker didn't get in.
I mean, I think he did. He came out of the pile right there, standing straight up with the ball in his hands in the end zone. So, are we going to get another play here? I believe we are. So I guess they're going to say that wasn't a touchdown. Roman, what do you think Arlington's going to do right here to punch it in?
Well, they may go with a QB sneak again. They may give it to John Davis. Maybe rethinking it a little bit here. Baker under center. 2nd and goal. They're going to throw it up to Jake Golday. Money. Touchdown, Arlington. It's Jake Golday for the 2nd straight catch. And touchdown, Arlington. They're up 6-0 early on.
Too easy. That's money right there. I mean, that's what we've been wanting to see. We talked about it in week 1 and 2. We want to see some fade balls. And right there, even though it wasn't a contested catch, still able to give a little fade ball. So not quite as exciting, but hey, I'll take a walk-in touchdown any day.
Jacob the Shields, the man, the myth, the legend, now to kick this extra point. He's been pretty good so far this year. He's been a pretty good replacement for Connor Ford, who's at MTSU right now as a regular day student. And DeShields will knock this one on through. Tigers up 7-0 here, late here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Jacob DeShields has really done a great job. That first week we saw a little bit of the first game jitters, but you know what? So far after that this season, I think he's earned his nickname, Money Man DeShields. So right there.
And to think, this man. And we're going to take a break right here, guys. Arlington up 7-0 after the Jake Golday touchdown.
All over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's Arlington's ball!
Wow. Jacob DeShields kicking it. Lewisburg didn't go after it. Did it go off of the Patriots?
Oh, well, it doesn't matter on a kickoff if it goes past 10 yards. That's a live ball. That's just a 30, 40-yard onside kick. As it looks like one of Lewisburg's players is banged up here. But back on that kickoff, I mean, I think there was just kind of a mind blank right there from Julian Slocum, who I don't think he realized that ball is live and that he can't just not touch it. Maybe he's thinking that's a punt return. I'm not too sure, but Arlington's going to take full advantage of that.
Well, regardless, it's going to be Arlington football. I mean, what a recovery. What a play there by not only Jacob DeShields, but the rest of the Arlington special teams. A huge mishap there by Julian Slocum and the Lewisburg Patriots there on special teams.
Looks like Chuck McDaniel is the one who's banged up for Lewisburg as he's being helped off right now. Well, obviously, we hope he's okay. We'll look to see him back in this game, but Arlington is going to take over right here. Roman, Arlington potential to double dip right here. What are you trying to see from them right now?
Well, they just got to keep the train moving. They got to keep on going. That's all you really want to see from them right now, because it's too early in the game to really point out anything they've been doing right or wrong.
Yeah.
But one thing they've been doing right, actually, right now is great special teams work, a phenomenal play from everyone on the special teams unit that time as Zach Baker and the Tigers offense coming back out.
I believe Gabriel Torres is the one who came up with that ball.
1st and 10 from the Lewisburg 22. Man in motion is line ball, but it's going to John Davis. John Davis down the sideline. Touchdown Arlington. It's John Davis, the junior, walking right in for the score.
Right there, man. We saw it. They're using that motion more and more right there. They motion cannon line ball, throw it off. We've seen this in the NFL especially. I think the best example of motion being used to create for the run game has been the 49ers with Kyle Shanahan. And we've seen that it just gets guys out of their run gaps. They get kind of confused. And the thing about using motion to set up the run is you got to do it quick. You got to be precise, because if you wait too long, the defense will adjust, and then you're at the disadvantage.
Jacob DeShields' extra point is good. And going back to football examples of using the run and with the motion, I think the University of Memphis is also a big example of how that's happened as well with Kenny Gainwell this past season. They will be without him, obviously, but they have Rodriguez Clark and Kylan Watkins as well. So the Tigers running game could still be quite good this season, but I digress. Tigers up, the Arlington Tigers up 14-0 here against Lewisburg, and they're just going to get ready to try and return the football properly this time around. I do not see Julian Slocum on the field this time around. They're maybe giving him a little bit of a break from special teams after what happened last time.
Yeah, it looks like J.D. Green is back there taking his spot. You're Lewisburg. How are you bouncing back right here, Roman? I mean, they've just taken – Arlington has come out of the gate swinging so far this game, maybe more than we've seen all season.
Well, it's really been all about mental mistakes for Lewisburg this early on in the game. Their offense has shown that they can move down the field, so I don't know if this is necessarily bounce back time quite yet, as J.D. Green will return this. Green going to the right side of the field. J.D. Green down the sideline. Green is still up, but he's brought down to the 38. He tried to leap over an Arlington defender, but guess what? It was Jackson Hare right there on the stop.
Yeah, well, so far, I mean, what we've seen, Lewisburg has some explosive athletes, so I think you are right, Roman. I don't think this is critical moments right here as we see J.D. Green just explode to the right side. Good blocking out there. Maybe a little bit of a hold, but you can get by with it, but good touchdown-saving tackle right there as J.D. Green has some burners, and he just showed it right there.
Gage Haley and the Lewisburg triple option offense back out there. We get a flag before the ball is even snapped.
Yeah, and I think you have to be athletic to run the triple option. The triple option is an offense that requires your guys to really be physically tough and talented, because if you're slow out of the backfield, it's probably not going to work. And if you're not willing to take a lot of hits, you don't need to be in the triple option, because running backs and quarterbacks get hit up a lot. Fun fact, the current college football career rushing record for the FBS is held by a former Navy quarterback because they run the triple option.
Speaking of triple options, Lamar Jackson single-handedly won the MVP last year, mostly with the triple option offense, as Haley will hand this one off.
Yeah, it looks like they're really going to try to stay with this.
Looked like it was Blake Speed taking the carry. It was. It'll be first down. It'll be second down after the false start.
Back to what I was saying, though, you have to be tough to be able to take these hits, because they come a lot and they are hard often, because you're not getting hit by secondary guys. You're getting hit by the big boys in the trenches and the linebackers, so you're taking a lot of shots, and you got to be tough to do that, and you got to be athletic too. So I'll be interested to see if Lewisburg can continue to
Second
run
and
that.
12. This carry, it's going to Ledger Carroll. And Carroll's got some yards. He's still up. Ledger Carroll down the sideline. Ledger Carroll. He will not be stopped rushing down the field. Touchdown, Lewisburg. What a run. And there's the deadliness of the triple option offense on full display. Ledger Carroll with a beautiful run.
Yeah, looks like Lewisburg, what they've done so far.
Wait a minute, flag. It's going to be holding. This coming back.
Oh, man. Oh, that's a spirit killer for Lewisburg right there. But we've seen a rotation of backs for Lewisburg so far. I believe they've had 3 or 4 different backs touch the ball. And right there, it's helping, because you can see where they got fresh legs in all the time. And that's the type of explosive plays you can have when you have guys only taking 5-10 carries a night, because they're able to rotate. Running back by committee is something that is becoming more and more common in all levels of football. And that right there is a good example of why.
I mean, multiple football squads, including Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers, proving last season that you don't need a star running back to have an amazing rushing offense. And Miles Smith in motion, and
so it's going to be another timeout for Lewisburg.
They already took one earlier in the first quarter, and they will take another one.
Wow. So that is now both of Lewisburg's touchdowns as
And Arlington up 14-0 here. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back after this.
My son is 10. He has brain tumor, and he's fighting for his life. We are so amazed by St. Jude. We don't have to pay, and we don't have to worry. The most important thing is his life. This really helps us so much. I really respect people who donate. Tommy can have a second chance. We as a family can have a second chance. So I'm very grateful.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Arlington up 14-0 late here in the first quarter. 2:19 to go in the first period of play. Miles Smith in motion for Lewisburg. And Gage Haley looking to throw the ball, but he gets sacked. Tristan Jenkins there once again. And Lewisburg's going way back for second down.
And this is an impressive first showing from Tristan Jenkins. So far, we haven't seen him this year. There he is. Dylan Keith is checking back into the game for the first time since, I believe, the first defensive series for Arlington. we talked about it earlier. Dylan Keith is a little bit banged up. Suffered a little bit of looked like a little foot tendon-ish injury in week 2, as I'm not too sure. Oh, he is out there. Okay. So
Gage Haley under center here. Miles Smith will take the football. Smith going through one, but he cannot get through another. Gabriel Torres along with others there for the tackle. Third down coming up.
Yeah, as I was saying, Dylan Keith is a crucial part of this team. He starts on both offense and defense. He barely leaves the field. And right there, Tristan Jenkins is going to be replacing him at linebacker, or excuse me, not replacing him, but trying to step up and fill that gap. So far, he's done good. But on the other side of the ball, filling his receiver spot has been Spencer Pruitt, and we've seen him struggle so far tonight. So I'd be interested to see is whether or
Haley to throw. Gage Haley rolling out. He's got Blake Speed. Blake Speed has the first down. He might have lost the football at the end, but Speed was down, so first down Lewisburg. Maybe. He might have gotten to the marker.
Yeah, they are going to move the chains.
They'll give it to him. First down to Lewisburg. Blake Speed on the reception.
Yeah, that's what that triple option can also do, is free up those play action, dump it over the top passes where you just kind of, you got a guy, you sell the run all the way, but you have one guy kind of slip in up and around the linebackers, make them kind of forget about him, and hope that they can get it over the top right there. We saw it again for a nice first down.
Gage Haley under center. Once again, Blake Speed, and Jake Golday blows it up. The recently offered man from Columbia State, Jake Golday, with a beautiful tackle on Blake Speed.
Yeah, Jake Golday, we saw him. I think we know what got him that offer. Obviously, it's his amazing athleticism, hard work, and all that. But I don't know if you saw it last week, Roman. Jake Golday quite literally jumped in the air and with one arm extended up to block an extra point from DeSoto Central.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Arlington up 14-0. Check out the replay. Jake Golday blowing up Blake Speed to end the first quarter. An amazing play there by the Tiger defense. Second down and 12 to kick off the second quarter when we come back.
It's here at Arlington Community Schools,
where we thrive on creativity. We take the scattered pieces
to build something great.
We work together to challenge ourselves
and each other, defining who we are and who we want to be.
We rely on technology to learn where we came from,
to see where we're going. We adapt
because we know there's a world of opportunity for all.
We thrive under pressure
to make our future great.
We are Arlington.
Think,
create,
achieve.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Arlington up 14-0 as the second quarter begins. We have second down and 12 for the Lewisburg Patriots on the Arlington Tiger 27-yard line. And Farrell, the Tigers looked quite dominant there in the first quarter.
Yeah, I want to see them continue that. Obviously, Arlington's history over this past year has been dominant in the first half, and then in the third quarter especially, we've seen a little bit of drop-off. So tonight, I need them to just maintain this dominance right here so they can have a good enough cushion to where in that third quarter, even if they do struggle, they'll still be all right.
Gage Haley hands it off to Miles Smith out of the triple option, and Smith still going, and Smith has got 9, second down, or third down, rather.
Lewisburg right now is driving, so maybe they got a little spark off that big, long touchdown run that was called back. But so far, they've been marching down the field, and these are the kind of drives that really deflate the defense because it's not quick. It's not painless. I mean, you are sitting here, these are 12, 15-play drives where they are just pounding the ball, and that takes a big toll on the defense. So tonight more than ever, and especially this might be the hottest it's been for a game, Arlington might be tested more physically than they have in the past.
Gage Haley under center. This is going right back to Miles Smith. Smith at the marker, and he got past it, first down.
And as of right now, Arlington's saying, well, hey, we're up to the challenge. We can bend but don't break. That's a great philosophy. And right now, hopefully Arlington takes that. And what that means is basically, hey, you can get down to the red zone, closer to the goal line, but once you get down here, no, we're not letting you go any farther. You can just take your 3 points and we'll move on. bend don't break. That will win you games, especially if your offense is performing at the way they've been.
Parker McKenzie was the one that made the tackle on that last play, but it did not matter as Lewisburg still got the first down. 1st and 10 coming up from the Arlington 17. And Gage Haley, the sophomore, has been quite the game manager so far. Quite the quarterback that you need in a triple option offense like this one.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see whether or not he's run the ball or whether or not he runs the ball tonight. We haven't seen it yet.
Haley
so
looking to throw the ball here himself, and it's deflected by Nick Smith. Flag on the play that's going against Arlington.
Yeah, I don't know. That can be. I think that probably is pass interference if I had to guess, but I think that was a catchable ball for both of them, and Nick Smith was just making a play on the ball.
Eli Basham, the intended target there.
Did you manage to see the call? I missed it. Was it a pass interference? I believe.
Yep.
Yeah,
it will be a first down Lewisburg. It's a pass interference call against Nick Smith. I mean, he jumped over the top of him on his shoulder pads to deflect the ball, so I can understand why that was called in that particular situation.
Yeah, I understand that, but back to what I think that is a little bit of a, maybe that's just the refs not being at a higher level and understanding that was a
Haley hands
ball.
to Blake Speed, and he is stuffed in the backfield that time. Braxton Tompkins along with Alex Maddox making the stop.
Check Goday in there, too. This front seven, like I've been saying all year, they are the strength of this team. They are the ones that make this go. And we've seen Lewisburg has been able to move down the field by taking advantage of play action. Excuse me. And that's attacking the secondary, which is the weakest part of Arlington's defense. So I'd be interested to see if they were able to step up right there. We saw the pass interference from Nick Smith, so hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. But we also saw the J.J. Johnson interception.
2nd and 4. Haley hands right back to Blake Speed. Speed bouncing to the outside, using his speed to get in for the Lewisburg touchdown. And now the Patriots are on the board.
Yeah, right there. Arlington, that's what, again, triple option. It's deadly because you get lulled to sleep. They've been going up the middle all drive. And right there, they run a little power play to the outside, which they haven't done since their first drive, and it scored them right there. As we are going to see, I am not too sure who is the kicker.
Gabe Kuntz.
There we go.
Looks to be the one kicking the football.
Jake Goday trying another one of those circus blocks.
Knocks it through. Excuse me, it's Brady Rome, not Gabe Kuntz.
I don't know if anybody could see that, but Jake Goday right there tried to do what he did last week. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, this is the touchdown. Yeah, Arlington was just not able to set the edge right there. Look, everybody just committed to the middle a little too hard, and it backfired on him. Lewisburg was able to fake it up the middle and then run it to the outside for a touchdown.
Brady Pohm, he was the kicker on the play. He knocked the extra point right through, and Arlington is now only up by 7 after the Blake Speed touchdown. And we'll now see Arlington's kickoff return unit for the first time. It'll be Thomas Rakowski replacing Eston Dunn on the return team this time around. No, it's going to be Gabriel Torres and Braxton Tompkins. They'll be the two back deep. Never mind.
Yeah, I think Lewisburg, if they've seen film, I think they're going to try to go to Braxton Tompkins right here because I think we all know they don't want to hand the ball in the hands of Gabriel Torres on kickoff.
A little squib kick up in the air. It will be Thomas Rakowski trying to return this one. Rakowski, Thomas Rakowski, the sophomore, going up to the 45-yard line. First down, Arlington.
Yeah, and talking with the players, Thomas Rakowski has been a guy that there's a lot of promise for. There's a lot of buzz in this Arlington locker room about him. They think, just talking to some of the older players, some of the seniors, they say Thomas Rakowski is going to be a guy he's here to stay, Roman. He's going to be a big player for this team after this massive senior class leaves for Arlington. He's going to be one of the few guys returning, and I think hopefully that's a good indicator of things to come for him.
They marked him at the 30-yard line. They brought back the return, so it's first down coming up for the Tigers. Zach Baker and the Tiger offense back out here for their third time of the night.
Oh, we got Carlos Wilson up top right here. Odd look. We haven't seen him yet except for some late minute time. And
J.J. Johnson
game.
motioning over to the right side. A screen for Jake Golday. Golday gets past one.
Oh.
Looking to get past another. Jake Golday down the sideline. Golday out at the Lewisburg 35. First down, Arlington.
Well, there you go. Just like I was saying earlier, Roman, Jake Golday has gotten better and better at wide receiver. He's become more and more comfortable. As right here, just a simple little hitch pass. Zach Baker put it up. Jake Golday just doing what he does, one-on-one on the outside. You can't hold him. And look at that speed. I mean, he shot out of a cannon. That is a big man moving very fast. That is very impressive.
Baker in the offense up to the 36-yard line. Kylon Spears will be the running back for this play.
Here we go.
Never mind, I think it's John Davis. Davis running through tacklers, but he is brought down that time. A good tackle there by Matthew St. Aubin.
Yeah, right there, Arlington's trying to reestablish that run game. Obviously what scored for them last time. They've done great tonight with these inside zone reads. I'm excited to see if they stay with that. I think that's the kind of run scheme that fits their team the best for what they're trying to do, especially if they're going to be incorporating that motion more and more.
2nd and 4 after the John Davis run. Taking it pretty slow after that big Jake Golday hitch pass.
Yeah,
and from the 30-yard line here.
Something interesting that I've seen this week is throughout the entire season, we've seen kind of an extra blocker, tight end, fullback type role that they call the sniffer, and that's been Parks Wallace.
And timeout called by Lewisburg.
The majority of tonight, they've kept J.J. Johnson in there as a 4th wide receiver, and right here we're seeing Carlos Wilson as well out there. Looks like he's taking the spot of Spencer Pruitt, who was struggling early on in this game. So, good. Maybe Arlington's changing into a more pass-heavy offense with Devontae being out, Zach Baker making improvements, Jake Golday making improvements. I'd be excited to see what they look like next week against Houston at Houston. Hopefully they have Dylan Keefe back. Hopefully they have Eston Dunn back. And hopefully they have Devontae Glover back, because I think this offense can be really, really exciting if they keep this kind of fast, quick style. And especially with all their guys healthy, I think that's when Arlington will be at their absolute best.
Speaking of Houston, they're actually in action tonight as well against Arlington's opponent from a couple of weeks ago, ECS, who showed a very strong performance, obviously, here in Tiger Stadium against Arlington. They've been very good once again to start out the season, and we'll see if ECS will continue that dominance tonight against the 0-3 Houston Mustangs, as now Baker and the offense are back out after the timeout from Lewisburg. Or, never mind, it was a timeout from Arlington.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little miscommunication with the play call, just trying to save a delay of game penalty.
Play fake. Baker looking, still looking, and he's got Cannon Lineball. Lineball avoiding one, avoiding another. Cannon Lineball to the goal line, and touchdown Arlington. Cannon Lineball, and Baker's got his 3rd or his 2nd passing touchdown of the night.
Well, there you go. That's what both of them do best. Zach Baker, what he does best is creating. Watch it right here. I don't know if you can see it. He's rolling out. Watch Cannon Lineball find green grass, get open. He has according to Zach Baker, he has the highest IQ of any of his receivers, just because Cannon Lineball is so good at finding green grass. And those scramble drills, that's something that we've seen Arlington receivers do very well this year, is know who their quarterback is, know his play style, and adjust. And right there, it paid off again.
Glover knocks the extra, or never mind, Jacob DeShields knocking the extra point through. 21-7, Arlington, a very, very dominant start here in this first half.
Saw Cannon Lineball show some wheels right there, too. Not known as the speed guy out of these receivers, but right there, he put on the Jets and was able to break some tackles, and great run after the catch play by Cannon Lineball right there. And I know Zach Baker and Cannon Lineball are happy about that, as I believe they are 2nd in the city as a wide receiver quarterback duo right now in terms of receptions and yards. And you can see it right there on the sideline. They are excited for that one.
And this is the type of bend but don't break style that you were talking about earlier. Arlington's offense is firing at all cylinders, which has allowed them to not really relax on defense, but maybe not be quite as worried as they might be usually. And Jacob DeShields and the kickoff unit are out to kick this one off back to Lewisburg.
Yeah, I think what that can do for them is maybe some of these offensive guys, most of their starters
and
I shouldn't say most. A significant.
Here we go. Jacob DeShields with a nice kick. Lost the ball. Blake Speed lost the ball. He picks it up. Speed, and he is brought down that time. It is Jackson Peterman bringing him down, and Lewisburg will take the football.
Yeah, as I was saying, a lot of these guys play two ways, and so what I think this bend-don't-break kind of fast, quick offense allows them to do is maybe these guys can get a little more of a breather on defense. They don't have to be in there every single play. We've seen a lot of these young guys for Arlington step up throughout the season. A big one for that has been Carter Wood, who has pretty much solidified himself as one of these starting linebackers, even though he's only, I believe, a sophomore. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he is a sophomore. And he's been dominant so far this year.
Haley hands it off. This is Miles Smith. He jukes out Gabriel Torres, but Torres is able to slow him down just enough to allow, that is Braxton Tompkins bringing him down.
Yeah, right there we see Destin Sims jumping on top too. Destin Sims has been a guy who's been a little banged up this year, kind of been off and on with these injuries, but he's a crucial part of this secondary as a guy who can rotate from safety and corner well. He helps this defense have more flexibility.
You see Devontae Glover down there on the sideline with that leg brace. Eston Dunn, he's out too, standing on the sideline as well. Second down and 3 coming up for the Lewisburg Patriots after the 7-yard gain. Now this is Blake Speed. Back and forth we go. Blake Speed breaking free. Blake Speed down the sideline to the 30. He's still up. Blake Speed changing field, changing direction. Blake Speed is up to the Arlington 15. What a run.
And I was just about to say, maybe these sophomore linebackers are stepping up right there. We saw all sophomores right there from Carter Wood, Jackson Hare, and Thomas Rakowski. Hopefully that's not what they do for the rest of the year, as I don't believe that was their fault. But I was going to highlight how their depth for Arlington has been able to maybe let those starters rest, as we are seeing Cannon Linebaugh and Jake Golday check back in. But these sophomores stepping up has been huge for Arlington's success. It will be down the stretch, as it looks like right there. Yeah, just some missed tackles, a little bit of miscommunication. Great job by Nick Smith, staying with that, not letting himself get blocked and tripping him up. Probably saved a touchdown right there. And then Jackson Hare is able to come back from behind and clean that one up.
An incredible run there from Blake Speed. He and Miles Smith have both been pretty impressive so far to start out this game. Blake Speed already has a touchdown, and he nearly got another one as well.
Yeah, right here, J.D. Green, he's been huge. Blake Speed, like you said. Maybe a little bit of Julian Salcombe. We haven't seen him in a little bit. Miles Smith. These guys are doing it by running back by committee, and it's working right here. Maybe this is what they wanted to do. Actually, excuse me, this is what they wanted to do. They want to open up these run lanes for them by keeping the defense guessing. We've seen them go outside, inside, outside, inside. Then they'll throw it over the top with some play action, and it's worked so far. They've been able to keep Arlington on their heels, and that's why they've had some offensive success tonight.
And this is the type of offense that wears you down throughout an entire game, as Miles Smith is going to bounce it to the outside. Smith he almost ran right through Destin Sims there, but Sims is still able to fight through and bring him down, but it's going to be first down, I believe. It may be second down in inches.
Yeah, as you were saying, Roman, this offense, when they've been able to keep every guy's fresh, they've been able to keep Arlington guessing. Arlington right now is making a lot of substitutions. Looks like their guys are getting a little gassed out there. Like I said earlier, with this heat, with this style of run defense, this is where Arlington's depth is going to need to step up. It's been great for them so far this year. Look for them to hope to continue that success, as it is very crucial tonight.
Second down and 3, so they actually gave Miles Smith not near as much yards as I thought he got. Blake Speed fighting through tackles, but he got to the marker. Might have gotten the first down as well.
I believe he did. Yeah, I think they're going to give him that first down right there.
So it'll be first down and goal coming up for the Patriots of Lewisburg.
Little pitch play right there, something we haven't seen much of tonight, except for that kind of a flea flicker fake pass type deal that they tried with J.D. Green earlier in the night, where J.J. Johnson was able to make the interception. Had some success right there. Speed has been a big part of their offense tonight, as he has been the lead back for them.
Gage Haley under center here on first down and goal from the 3, giving it to Blake Speed, and Speed did not get to the goal line. He did not get to the goal line, and second down and goal coming up.
Stuffed right there. Arlington's defensive line able to step up. Got a little push right there as it looks like Jack Myers is going to check out as him and Connor Cantrell right there. Got a little chippy in the back of the end zone towards the end of that play, and we're going to see big old
Parker McKenzie also checking out as
Chancellor Pennell.
Yeah, Chancellor Pennell coming in there. Second down and goal from the 1-yard line. Another long clock draining drive from the Lewisburg Patriots that has just worn this Arlington defense down, and they look to finish it here with Miles Smith, but they cannot. Smith did not get in. Third and goal coming up.
Yeah, right there. Arlington put the big boys on the line. You got Chancellor Pennell, Parker McKenzie, Jackson Powers. They threw them 3 in the middle. That's a lot of mass you got to try and run through right there, Roman, and that's why right there they couldn't do it. And it looks like we're going to see Jackson Powers checked out, as I believe Jack Myers is going to check back in.
You might want to be looking for a pass. Maybe a short little goal line pass coming up here.
Yeah, they've had success with that tonight. We have seen them consistently, well, not consistently, but whenever they have thrown it, they've had success aside from that one running back pass. They've been able to take advantage of these run fakes and go just right over the top of the linebackers.
Timeout by Lewisburg.
And that is their third and I believe final timeout, as a little bit of an interesting decision. Not too sure what all they could be miscommunicating in this kind of offense, but definitely some miscommunication, as with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half, they are out of timeouts.
I mean, this is not great time management from either side. Arlington's down to 1 timeout. Lewisburg is now out of timeouts, and you want to have those timeouts in those final couple of minutes of either half, really.
Yeah, especially this first half where Arlington's going to get the ball back. They're going to get the ball back in that second half. So Lewisburg has got to find a way to stop this offense, because if Arlington can score coming out of the first half, score going into the second half, it's going to look real rough for Lewisburg real fast.
And Lewisburg's offense has just not been bad, but Lewisburg's defense has not shown any sort of ability to be able to stop the explosive Tiger offense so far in the ball game. As Lewisburg will come out of the timeout, Gage Haley under center.
And
this is a big play here, and both sides pointing towards each other. Flag is down.
All sides on Lewisburg.
So it's going to be false start here against Lewisburg.
Yeah.
They're going to bring them back by 5, and it's going to be third down and goal from the 6.
As I was saying, right before they actually jumped off sides, Tiger Stadium was getting loud right there. Consistently throughout this year, we've been able
There's
to see,
the official call, false start.
Yeah, we've been able to see Arlington keep a great atmosphere while staying socially distanced, while staying safe. And right there we see it on the road, on the goal line. This crowd's going to get loud. They're going to be cheering for their defense. And when you try to use a hard count like Lewisburg did right there, you run the risk of having guys not be able to hear properly and go offsides.
But Lewisburg's section is pretty packed as well if you take a look over at their side of the field. And
a
false start again.
Wow, I think Arlington's crowd is doing the job right here, not their defense. Oh no, this is going to go against Arlington, I believe. Oh no,
it's against Lewisburg. They gave the little false start signal. They ordered towards their side of the field. So now it's going to be from third down and 1 to third down and 11.
Here we go. I mean, like I was saying, Arlington's crowd is doing all the work right now, as Arlington's defense in 2 plays now, they've knocked them back almost 15 yards, and they haven't even snapped the ball.
Third and 11. The crowd's getting even louder. Miles Smith on the carry. Miles Smith trying to cut the corner. Smith is...
I think they're going to give it to him.
Smith.
Oh, they're going to call him just short.
Just short, yep, you're right. Just short. Fourth down and goal coming up from maybe the 0.5 yard line.
Yeah, that's that same type of play that they ran with Speed earlier where he scored. And right there, Miles Smith almost took it to the house, as they faked the run up the middle where Arlington obviously aimed to stop that. And again, they're leaving this outside open. I think that might be a little bit due to these younger linebackers not having as much discipline.
Lewisburg is inches away. They're going to sneak it with Gage Haley. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Lewisburg. And this is a one-possession game once again. What a play. What a sequence of plays there from Lewisburg to not only get 2 false starts, but to come back, get all that yardage back in one play and a little bit more, and then they're able to sneak it in on 4th down and goal with Gage Haley, the quarterback.
Yeah, great resilience from Lewisburg right there as they were able to do that. Like you said, coming all the way back from a 15-yard loss pretty much with not even the snap of a ball. So great resilience right there. Way to show some grit as they're going to get this game back to a 1-score game as they will hit the extra point. And this ball game is now 21-14 with just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Brady Pohm knocking the extra point through once again. There are less than 4 minutes to go in the first half of play. But Arlington, they got the ball to start the second half, and they're going to get the ball right back here. And before that happens, we're going to take a break. Arlington up 21-14.
And we're back. And we're
all right,
back.
Thomas Rakowski. Are we? Okay, Thomas Rakowski on the return there. A little late. First down coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, right there. Trying a little pooch kick, trying to avoid a big return right there from Gabriel Torres. Just trying to get it, trying to keep it safe as they give it a little pooch kick. They're sacrificing some field position, but Lewisburg playing it smart by keeping it out of the ball, keeping the ball out of Gabriel Torres' hands. As we are seeing Dylan Keith trot onto the field for his first snaps at wide receiver today, as it looks like Spencer Pruitt is now coming in for Jake Golday, trying to give him a breather.
First down and 10 from the 29-yard line as Baker will hand this one off to John Davis, but Davis will not be going anywhere this time around. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage, second down.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of blocking miscommunication right there by the offensive line. Maybe got the blocking assignments messed up. As we were saying, Jake Golday checked back in as Spencer Pruitt checks out. So here's the offense that we've seen most of this year. Now remember, like I said, Dylan Keith's been banged up, so this is his first couple of snaps at receivers. So this is most likely the offense we will see for the rest of the year and what we have seen in the past. So I'd be interested. Maybe Arlington can get it going right here, show that they got some promise in the future.
Baker rolling out to his left. He gets away from one defender. Baker running down the sideline, out of bounds, and third down coming up.
Right there. It looks like, I believe, yeah, that was Coleman Dowell shot off the edge. Gave Zach Baker a real run. I mean, that's an excellent play. I think no other play from the season except for that one right there. I mean, not except for that one. That is a great example of Zach Baker's just natural feel for what's going on with the ball. How can he see that guy? He can't, but he can still juke him. I mean, it's too easy. And then he's able to get some yards. Hey, turn a broken play into a good little gain. They'll take that every time.
3rd and 8 coming up from the 31. Baker with a hard count here, trying to get Lewisburg to jump off sides. Did that a lot on the last drive as Baker will throw this one here on 3rd down and 8. Looking for Jake Golday down the field.
Wow.
It's caught. Jake Golday.
House ball.
And he is gone. Touchdown, Arlington. Jake Golday just bursting with speed, with his size, with his ability, with his athleticism. Great catch, great throw. Chet McDaniel could not keep up, and the Arlington Tigers are up by 2 possessions once again.
Great blocking by that offensive line right there. Lewisburg brought some pressure, and that's what gave Arlington the ability to take advantage of those one-on-one matchups created by bringing the pressure. And, I mean, Jake Golday, that's a freak of nature athlete right there. He's going to take that to the house all day. Good job by Zach Baker staying in the pocket, staying patient, standing tall, being able to find that, put it over the head. Jake Golday just simply outran that defense right there. That was a great job on all phases. Great throw, great catch, and great blocking to start it off.
Extra point knocked through for Jacob Shields.
Here we're seeing again, I mean, Lewisburg is bringing the pressure. Zach Baker standing strong, and then Jake Golday just kind of leaves everybody. As you can see, the camera can't even keep up with him. I mean, that's how fast he is. This is a big man going extremely fast.
What a pitchy catch there. A great play. That's probably play of the night so far here in Arlington, Tennessee. The Tigers up 28-14 if you're just tuning in. My name is Roman Cleary. I got Andrew Farrell with me up here once again. 2:50 to go here in the first half of play. And Lewisburg, they're going to get the ball right back after giving up a big touchdown to Jake Golday and the Tiger offense.
If you're Lewisburg right now, you're just trying to drain clock. You do not want to put the ball back in this Arlington offense's hands. You want to keep it away. Luckily for them, they use a run-heavy scheme, which is going to allow them to drain more clock, but they cannot afford for a 3-and-out or a turnover or anything right here. They got to keep the ball out of Arlington's hands for the remainder of this half.
Here we go. The Shields.
Oh, they're going to try it again.
It went out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty against Arlington.
Oh, that might hurt them because I believe they started about the 40 now. Let's see. It's either the 35 or the 40.
I think it's 35.
Yeah. Well, they're going to get that because the ball went out of bounds on the kickoff, so they're going to automatically start at the 35. So, better return, pretty much the same amount of return yards that they would get normally. So, Lewisburg excited right here. They got to keep the ball out of Arlington's hands. Let's see what they do.
Well, they have an offense that's definitely equipped to do that, but can they score and drain all the clock? With this option offense, they're going to try it here on the first play with Miles Smith, and Smith has got 9, second down and short coming up for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's what makes them so deadly is they can lull you to sleep, or they can have those big explosive runs. Lewisburg all night has kind of been picking and choosing when they want to bring out the big plays. Obviously, they want those to score. Hasn't gone their way often. Seen a lot of penalties cause that. So right here, Lewisburg, you're looking to see them drain the clock and keep this going.
Smith. And he's got the first down past midfield.
Oh.
And Lewisburg, they're driving after just 2 plays. They're showing some promise.
Yeah, Lewisburg everybody's getting a little chippy down there. And as we've been saying tonight, these run defenses, this run-heavy scheme can drain a defense, but it can also extremely frustrate a defense. And right there we're seeing it as they are continuously getting a little – tempers are definitely flaring down there on the field on both sides, as it looks like Arlington's getting a little aggravated with having the ball ran down their throat, and Lewisburg's getting a little aggravated with the score.
Clock is run under 2 minutes as Blake Speed will take the carry here. Gets a little past the line of scrimmage, a gain of 3. Second down coming up. They got to hurry back to the line. They got no timeouts.
Yeah, that is a crucial thing. We talked about that earlier. They burned all their timeouts on what would have been delays of game or miscommunication, something like that. So they are in hurry-up mode, but they're not going too fast because, like I said, they want to drain the clock. They don't want to give it back to Arlington with any time left. So they're going to take their time. This section of the field right here is where I think they will drain the most clock because it's where you have the most room to error.
Play fake. Flag is down. Haley on the run, and he's brought down that time by a combination of Braxton Tompkins and Jake Golday, but this play will be all for none. Cannon line ball on the tackle, never mind.
Yeah, I think they're going to get number 11 there for Lewisburg's Miles Smith, I believe, on an illegal motion. It didn't look like he got himself. I think he went a little bit past the line of scrimmage.
Illegal shift against Lewisburg.
As we're going to see them again all night. We've seen the penalties. They've hurt Lewisburg. I think that's a big reason why this game is the way it is as a 2-possession game is they couldn't. Oh, here we go again.
Another false start. This is what happens when you have to go to the traditional pass offense. The players get a little bit uneasy if you're running that triple option the entire night. Another false start. This one goes against the running back, Blake Speed. So it's now going to be second down and what, 18? Yeah, second down 18.
And we've seen them get into these situations. The past 2 drives especially. Last drive, they were able to overcome it, so hopefully they can do it again here.
Haley to throw. He's pumping, throwing. It's caught. Nice completion there. This time it is Dillis Delaschmidt.
And they got to get going right here. They got just under 30 seconds, about 26 seconds left to score. No timeout. They need points right here, 3rd and 18. Here we go.
And Haley looking to throw, and he's sacked. He is sacked that time. Parker McKenzie wrapping him up, I believe. 4th down, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
Man, that'll do it. That's a great way to, actually, I do believe, oh, no. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. Oh, they would try to get a playoff.
That's it. Arlington up 28-14 at the half. A beautiful start. Lewisburg, they've competed well, but the Tigers have been scoring left and right. And right. We're going to get a quick replay in here.
Here's that big play, touchdown earlier.
That was called back.
Yeah, had a little bit of holding.
Remember, folks, this play was called back, so this is actually not going to count against the score at all. There was a holding call against Lewisburg, but still a great run by Edgar Carroll.
Yeah, those are the type of drives that really, I think, are affecting Lewisburg the most right now, is they've had so many setbacks from penalties. I'm not too sure the exact amount, but they have had an overwhelming amount of penalties that have really hurt them, and I think this game is a lot different.
All right. That's going to be the end of the first half, folks. We'll be right back for the second half in just a little while. Arlington up 28-14.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I'll see you later. Okay.
So Dr. Pui is the best of the leukemia doctors at St. Jude. We very quickly found out how much he loves his patients. One of our first visits with Dr. Pui, he was kind of running through the protocol and naming off all the medications. And he said, but don't worry, you don't pay that, St. Jude pays that. Just to think, like, and what if they didn't?
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
You know what album I've been listening to lately? What do you want to get? Black Rose Sacred Moneymaker.
Okay. Good luck.
I haven't listened to it so long. I listened to it.
Until you're working.
Have you really?
Like just on repeat?
Just, I'll get one every song.
Hold on, I need to take a picture.
I'm not trying
at me, big long hair. Be good, you. He's wearing a sweatshirt.
Tiger fans, please welcome to the field, presenting their 2020 mini show, the Arlington High School Pep Band 2.
I'm not sweating at all.
I was like, what are you doing?
I was going to say he's sweating off some water weight or something.
Yeah.
Gotta make the quote.
Field commanders Bueller, Gardner, and McDonald. Is your band ready?
I noticed that, like all the boys.
They always wear sweatshirts.
I know. Cooper does the same thing. It's like
what
the
are
same
you doing?
tune.
It's summer.
Tonight, the band will be presenting
I'm trying
the
to get him
Jazz
to wear
Classic.
something other than
Now, the
Arlington
Blake-
clothes. It's like, please, for the love of God, you have clothes.
He needs hair cut up here. So bad. What's that cartoon with that big sheepdog that's up here and he goes,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, dude, you're...
I saw your dad today
Oh, where was he?
at the cross country thing.
Oh, okay. My nephew must have been practicing in Oakland. Okay, yeah, he runs for Barlow.
Yep.
Man, they run 6 days a week. They get no break. They've been running 6 days a week since June.
There's 7 days in a week, so
Yeah.
they get a break.
But like, you know, yeah.
I don't get them out 6 to 7 days a week. Now, I encourage them to go run on the weekends, but I'm not running a D1 college program, and I'm not going to run little high school kids into the ground, which some people will.
My sister, my nephew Vlad, is so short, and he's always hurting. He's a freshman. And he weighs like 120 pounds. I mean, like, he's not big. He's fast, but
Well, you know Jackson Williams? He was here for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That's why he came over here.
because they ran him too much. I believe it, because I mean, like, that's a lot. He is, I mean, he sets them schedules. If they're out of town, they have to still follow their schedule and do what they're doing. They have to send him messages when they're done and tell him their time. Like, it's, I mean, it was like boot camp. There's no break.
That's how they get bought out.
Yes.
And then their senior year, they're like, no. And it's like,
The color guard instruction is by Missy Jenkins, Rose Moya, and Jacob Stagaski. Percussion instruction is by Christian Smith. The band is under the direction of Mr. Tim Simpson, Mr. Sam Shermer, and student teacher Anna Wilds. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your Arlington High School Tiger Band.
You're always drinking, you don't have to.
Jamie, how are you? Gage, how are y'all doing? Did anybody happen to see the sprinting of the guy on the box over there on the long pass play? That was me. That was me. I even had a comment made to me over there.
And your dents
by the
all down
speed
the side. Look like
it's
a
like, dude, for a 60-year-old, you're pretty fast.
They're like an elephant running in the sand.
Can I get you for that? It's fine. Look at the line now, bud. I know, it's fine. You better hurry because the band is about to come up.
Logan.
Yeah. Get over there before the band.
I guess he's doing
I don't need the
camp or something like that over there.
Kyle want to water?
I saw him
I get some
Wednesday night.
Boy.
Out there.
Well, we had the death of his grandfather, which kind of had a bad week that week. Teacher gave us some geometry was honors, geometry honors and world history honors are the two that everything else is good. The geometry honors and midterm, right before midterm, it went down. He had like 6 or 7 zeros, but they got it worked out. So he's like an 84. But world history, he had a 30 on a quiz. And that.
He's okay now.
That's the way. They're not used to that discipline of. That's what I said. You're coming to sit down and sit at this table. Then you sit in your room doing this work. You're taking naps.
They're all like across 186 because they're just like they're so behind. They don't get it. It is hard to keep on track when you're on.
I'm hoping. I don't know anything any more than y'all on this, but just from what we're pushing the health department. Like, Tint and Rose Marks meet they're in all day. I'm hoping that maybe back to 9 weeks. After 9 weeks.
Oh my God.
It's here at Arlington Community Schools
where we thrive on creativity. We take the scattered pieces
to build something great.
We work together to challenge ourselves
And each other, defining who we are and who we want to be.
We rely on technology to learn where we came from,
To see where we're going, we adapt.
because we know there's a world of opportunity for all
We thrive under pressure.
to make our future great.
We are Arlington.
Think,
Create,
Achieve.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job. I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working. I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of Tiger football. Gabriel Torres to return this one to start out. The Tigers will get the ball first to start the second half, and Gabriel Torres, number 14, the sophomore, taking it up to the 48-yard line where Zach Baker and the Tiger offense will begin. Roman Cleary, Andrew Farrell on hand. The Tigers are up 28-14 to start out the second half.
Yeah, and as we're coming back here, there's a prime example of why they haven't kicked it to Gabriel Torres all night. And, well, they messed up coming out of half. Now Arlington's starting at just about the 48-yard line, I believe. So, well, a great way for Arlington to start the second half. Lewisburg, not the same story.
Tigers offense coming out. They got Spencer Pruitt back out there. They're going to give him another chance to start the second half. He struggled a little bit in the first quarter. Baker going to run it himself.
Oh, wow.
And Zach Baker gets absolutely smashed at the line of scrimmage that time.
Jarrett Roberts.
Yep, Jarrett Roberts making a beautiful play on not only Zach Baker but the football in general.
Yeah, that was a great job right there by him, staying disciplined. Zach Baker, it looked like they were trying to go for either a read option or kind of a QB keep right there. Didn't work out. Interested to see how they bounce back here. Look for them to go to the pass here. It's worked well, so this could be a time where they use it to get back ahead of the sticks and get back in great position.
It's a loss of 5 there, 2nd and 15. Baker looks to throw. He's dropping back, stepping up to his left. Baker going to run with it. Here goes Zach Baker trying to change pace, trying to change direction, trying to reverse field, but Baker is wrapped up that time. A good tackle there by Matthew St. Aubin once again.
Yeah, great job by Zach Baker right there. That's what we've seen him all year, making plays, scrambling, looking for his receivers. They've been great at doing the scramble drill, finding green grass right there. They weren't able to, so Zach Baker just kept the ball, and hey, that's fine. They still got back in good position. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 8, which is not ideal, but it is manageable.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. They got a 14-point cushion. I see Dylan Keith on the field. He's been in limited action due to being banged up with a right foot injury, but he's here on this play. Baker to throw. Baker launching it down the middle, looking for Gabriel Torres, who makes a great catch through the contact. Gabriel Torres with a phenomenal catch. He makes yet again another play to start out the second half. What a catch and what a throw from Zach Baker.
Yeah, that's a great throw from Zach Baker, and what an insane catch from Gabriel Torres right there. Holding onto the ball through contact, just ran a nice little kind of a post route over the middle. Hey, you're gonna take those hits. It's either gonna be a linebacker or a safety. He was able to muscle through and catch that ball.
Baker hands it off to John Davis, the junior, for his first carry of the second half. Baker going there to the pile, trying to push him forward, but it goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1.
Right there, Arlington trying to get that run game. I think overall this has been the Arlington's O-line. I think this has been their best game. maybe not overall, as the run game has been a little bit sluggish tonight, but we did see a big touchdown from John Davis earlier. But pass blocking wise, this has been their best game by far. They have done a great job of giving Zach Baker time.
It's a flip to Gabriel Torres on 2nd down and 10.
Boom.
Here goes Gabriel Torres. Torres breaking off one tackler. He cannot get off of another. He's pushed out of bounds. 1st down, Arlington.
Man, we're just above 9 minutes here in the second half, and Gabriel Torres has been the star so far on the opening kickoff. We saw him take it back to the 50. Saw him make that great catch right there. Right there, another reception, little touch pass, sweep action. Great blocking by Dylan Keefe and John Davis over there on the outside. And just get the ball in the hands of your athletic playmakers for Arlington.
Torres is in the slot once again, along with Keith, J.J. Johnson, and I believe that is Jake Golday.
No, that's Spencer Pruitt.
Spencer Pruitt out wide.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jake Golday here so far on this drive. A little bit odd. Oh, Lewisburg bringing pressure.
Baker looking to throw. He's able to escape the pressure. Here's
Oh,
Zach
six,
Baker
six.
running down the middle. Zach Baker in for the touchdown. Arlington up by 3 scores to start out the 3rd quarter.
Well, there you go. Lewisburg tried to bring a little. They tried to get him. It was a very well-timed blitz by Lewisburg. They timed it perfectly. They got off. But right here, Zach Baker, they left that right side, had no edge contain, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to show off the wheels right there. Just a little stride at the end, toss it to the ref, and go celebrate with your teammates. Doing what Zach Baker does best, getting out of the pocket and making plays.
Braxton Tompkins, the holder for this extra point. Jacob DeShields knocks it through. 35-14 Arlington to start out the second half. And we're going to go to a break, ladies and gentlemen. Tigers up 35-14 after the beautiful touchdown run from Zach Baker. We'll be right back after this.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Tigers up 35-14. Jacob DeShields to kick us off, and he does. Ball's on the ground again.
Oh,
wait a minute. It's out again.
Here
and
we
the
go.
Tigers did it again. They did it again. Tigers with another, or they caused another turnover.
Wow, right there. That's the 2nd time today. Lewisburg special teams all night. Arlington has been dominating on special teams, and people forget that special teams will win you games, and that is the 2nd time tonight. Lewisburg has just forgot that once the ball gets past 10 yards on a kickoff, that ball is live, and J.J. Johnson able to come up with that one. Last time we see Gabriel Torres, none of the returners, I think all the return men thought they were blockers.
It's J.D. Green tried to go for it, but he just missed. So now the Tigers get the ball back on the 18-yard line.
And here we go again
And timeout by Arlington. More miscommunication causes the timeouts to be wasted early on.
I mean, honestly, for Arlington, yeah, you hate to use those timeouts, especially this early in the 3rd quarter, about 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. But you want to make sure you get this right, because this right here, this can be the nail in the coffin for Lewisburg right here. This is a crucial, even though Arlington is obviously up, this means a lot right here, because if they can do this and in 3 plays score 2 touchdowns, I mean, that kills a team's mentality on the other side for Lewisburg, especially with their struggles already with the penalties. I think that would be a very tough thing for Lewisburg to come back from.
Well, Zach Baker and the offense back out there once again. 1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line after the 2nd recovery on the kickoff. Baker to throw. It's a play fake. Baker throwing deep, looking for Dylan Keith. Incomplete. Covers that time from You know it, Julian Slocum.
Yeah, right there. Try to get a little post corner action, maybe trying to get a little natural rub created right there, and it just didn't really work. Lewisburg was able to stay on top of that and really made Dylan Keefe and Cannon Lineball kind of run into each other when they were in reality trying to free one of them up. What I mean by a rub play is basically you try to get one defender to run into another by running similar routes.
Well, 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Tigers after the incompletion. This is going to John Davis. Davis cuts to the outside. He's not able to get off of the tackler, though. Great job by Coleman Dow on the stop.
Right there, Arlington telegraphed it. I want to say a little too much. Tonight, more than ever, we have seen a 4-receiver set for Arlington, when in reality, in reality, the last 3 weeks, they've pretty much ran a base offense with Parks Wallace as a sniffer, kind of right behind that O-line, and that's what they've stuck with. But tonight, we've seen more of this 4-receiver set, and when you bring in that sniffer, that's just going to say it's run all the way, and Lewisburg, they will see that.
3rd down and 16 after the loss of 6. Baker
touchdown.
Throwing up. J.J. Johnson caught it. Touchdown, Arlington. Zach Baker just drops a dime to J.J. Johnson. He's now got a touchdown and an interception. A beautiful performance for him. Tigers up 41-14.
Yeah, right there. Well, that's easy. Zach Baker, you see a little wheel route. They got double crossing routes over the middle. Kind of the outside corner just forgets to stay there. I'm not too sure if that was man or zone, but J.J. Johnson ran a little wheel route, and, he was wide open. That was a walk-in. Great job by Zach Baker to see that. Great play call by Coach Sykes, and great execution.
Jacob DeShields to attempt the point after. It's good. Tigers up 41-14, and we're not even 5 minutes into the second half.
Right.
Wow.
Tonight, Zach Baker has been, he has been just night and day from where he was week 1 versus Halls. Week 1 versus Halls, we saw him have 93 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. And over the course of the season, we've seen him gradually get better. And then right here, right in the breadbasket.
It's just too easy, man.
Too easy. Last week he had his best game where he went 14-19 for 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. But tonight already, I don't know the exact yards, but I'm sure it's well over 200 by now. I believe he has 3 passing and 1 running touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. So he's clearly on fire. This offense is on fire, and Arlington is firing on all cylinders right now, and they do not look like they can be stopped.
Jacob Shields to kick off. Here we go. And
they're going to field this one.
They will.
Oh, wow.
On the return this time. Lost the ball, and the Tigers got it back.
Well, spoke too soon. Yeah, special teams.
Eli Basham trying to return the ball. He fumbled, and it looks like Arlington got the recovery, and they did. They did.
Man,
first down, Arlington.
Special teams is kind of single-handedly winning Arlington this second half right now. This is just dominant on special teams. And like I was saying earlier, people forget that special teams matters. But trust me, we're seeing it right here. Special teams can, will, and they always do win you games. If you have bad special teams, it's really hard to overcome from that because you can't get extra points, can't get kickoffs, can't get punts. Tonight, with Money Man to Shields, we've seen nothing but success.
This is why it's called the 3 phases of the game, folks, as the Tigers will once again take over. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Even the offense has got to be getting a little bit gassed at this point by how much they've had to be out here just while scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
And Baker will give this one to John Davis on the handoff. And Davis breaking through tackles, and John Davis has got the first down.
Oh, I thought we were about to see a hat trick right there. A little 3-for-3 action. Roman, I don't have anything else to say about this Arlington offense tonight other than they've been absolutely dominant. The blocking, this has been the best game this O-line has played hands down. They have done a great job of creating run lanes for these backup running backs who have been doing a great job. They've done a great job pass blocking. This is by far their best pass blocking game. And, I mean, it showed this offense has been unstoppable.
Arlington has scored 2 touchdowns in the second half, and Lewisburg's offense has not even touched the football. And we're only 5 minutes into this thing. How many more points can Arlington score as they hand it off to John Davis here? Davis gets trucked that time. A good run, but he was tackled by Blake Speed, the other running back for Lewisburg.
I think Arlington's biggest problem offensively right now is how many touchdowns can I give each one of these guys? Maybe get Dylan one, maybe get Cannon one, Jake, JJ, John Davis, Zach Baker another one. I mean, they're just spreading the ball around. It's working. The distribution has been great, and I think that's going to be a part of their success.
If there was fantasy football in high school, I'd bet you'd want to get a couple of Arlington players on your team because these Tigers have been scoring left and right to start out the season. It'll be Jake.
Here we go. And Arlington right there. Oh!
Intended for J.J. Johnson, almost intercepted there. And Andrew Hartzog on the coverage there. Or was that? Never mind, that was Blake Speed on the coverage.
Arlington crowd clearly agitated by the lack of a call right there. I think that was just a little skirmish for the ball. Lewisburg just trying to do what they can. This defense for Lewisburg has had a lot of unneeded pressure put on them tonight. And I think so far they've done a good job of being able to come up to the challenge. Obviously, we've seen the struggles, but they've been out there a lot, so it's understandable to where they are tired and worn down by this point.
Right back to Davis. John Davis in for the touchdown. Arlington up 48-14.
Wow. What's that, 3 touchdowns? That's a hat trick coming out of half right now, and we still got 6 minutes left.
The first half started less than 10 minutes ago, and the Tigers are already up. They've already tripled their score, tripled their lead.
I mean, wow, just a blocking, again, been the best game that this O-line has had. These wide receivers, we've seen it all season. They can do it. I mean, they can block downfield. They can give these running backs a way to score. And John Davis, he said, hey, Devontae's, he's good, but I can handle myself too. I can do this.
Jacob the Shields knocks the extra point through. Tigers up 49-14. And now let's see if Lewisburg's offense can actually get their hands. Let's see if Lewisburg's offense can actually get their hands on the football when we come back. Tigers up 49-14 with 5:54 to go in the third quarter. All right, Tigers up 49-14, 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Let's see if Lewisburg's offense will touch the football. Let's see if they can make it past the kickoff as Jacob the Shields will boot us away.
Here we go. All new returners back there for Lewisburg oh, no way.
They're doing it.
Yep, here we go.
And DJ Green will not get far, but Lewisburg, they do make it out with possession. And finally, here comes Gage Haley for the first time in the second half.
Great job by DJ Green right there. He might have just saved. I mean, Arlington was not that close, but they were definitely creeping up on that ball. And if they had touched that ball, I mean, he was literally inches from that goal line. That would have been another touchdown for Arlington. Good job by him to save that. A younger guy, a guy we haven't seen tonight, only a sophomore, but right there making a little play, but a crucial one.
The triple option offense continues as Miles Smith takes the carry this time around, but Arlington is all over it. The adrenaline now is really kicking in. Gabriel Torres on the tackle. Jake Golday was a little bit banged up on the play, but he's helped up. He looks to be fine. Second down coming up.
One thing that we've seen tonight is Arlington has been using a lot of these younger linebackers more and more. I think the big highlights for these young guys have been Jackson Harris, who we've seen consistently over the season. Tristan Jenkins, who I think we're seeing for the first time tonight, playing some real meaningful reps at outside linebacker, trying to fill that void left by a banged-up Dylan Keith, who's on limited snaps. Carter Wood and Thomas Rakowski, and I think that's been a big reason why they've been able to have success running the ball to the outside.
Back to Miles Smith. He is stuffed. Third down coming up.
Yeah, they've been able to, I mean, Lewisburg has been able to take advantage of these young guys. Not necessarily a lack of skill, more of a not as much knowing what's going on, a lack of experience, and they're taking advantage of that. I think that's why we're seeing these power runs to the outside. I mean, that's been Lewisburg's 2 touchdowns have been just powers to the left, and they've been taking advantage of that gap left by Dylan Keith.
Third down and 3. Braxton Hopkins looking a little bit jumpy. Ball is snapped. Here comes Gage Haley. Haley on the run. Gage Haley has the first down and more. Tackle made that time by Jackson Hare, but
I believe that was Carter Wood right there.
Well, first down coming up for Lewisburg. Gage Haley on the run.
Yeah, again.
Nice little scheme there.
Yeah, they're taking advantage. We've seen them try to do this all night where they've been trying to get these passes going off the play action, and they've had success. I think right there is kind of the first example where Arlington has taken that away. But when you take that away by dropping those linebackers back, you free up room for your quarterback to be able to take that ball under. That's a nice play call by Lewisburg. So far, they haven't been able to stop it. And
taking a look at the last play, the tackle was made by Jackson Hare as a flag comes in. Pre-snap, Lewisburg may have jumped a little bit early again.
Looks like they got a little angsty, maybe because that was a different play call. They tried to run a screen pass right there, it looked like, but we haven't seen that all night. That would have been a nice little play because Lewisburg has had success tonight when they attack this Arlington secondary with Nick Smith and Destin Sims right now as the corners, with Nick Smith being the boundary corner, Destin Sims playing the field. They've been able, they haven't tested them, and I think if they started, they might find a little bit more success.
They hurry it up. Haley throwing deep. Caught! No! Incomplete.
Oh, no.
No, he was. That was a catch.
Yeah, he did come down with that.
Dallas Schmidt making a beautiful catch. It looked like he had dropped it from where we were, but nope, he clearly secured the catch. That time. First down, Lewisburg. Great throw and a great catch.
Here we go. Like I was saying, the kind of, not necessarily a weakness, but where this Arlington defense is the most unsure is the secondary. We're seeing Gabriel Torres up top.
Hurry up offense continues as Miles Smith on the run there, and nothing. Gain of 3.
Blowing up by Jack Golday right there, I believe. Yep.
All right, second down. 7 yards to go coming up for the Patriots, as
I believe we're at a running clock now due to a mercy rule, if I'm not mistaken.
We only have a little over a minute left here in the third quarter, as Gage Haley will come up under center here. Second down and 7. It's a check down.
There we go.
Nice pitch and catch there. This time it is Coleman Dowell, first down, Lewisburg.
Yeah, there they go again. They're attacking. Lewisburg, right now, their offense hasn't touched the ball much. I believe this is their first drive. But what they have done right is attack these young guys on the outside. We've seen them consistently tonight get a little too angsty, give up these outside. Lewisburg knows that. They see that.
They're hurrying it up again.
There we go again.
And Smith lost the ball. He got it back. And Arlington stuffing it right there. And they're just jumping at the football. They're taking advantage of every single little opportunity that they could potentially get. And that's a huge loss of yardage right there for the Patriots.
Yeah, but I mean, right here, I've been very impressed with Lewisburg's play calling right here in the second half. They have been attacking what Arlington struggles with, which is these young linebackers. It is their secondary, and so far on this drive, they've gone at both. They've had success against both, and right there, they look to do it again, but a little bit of a miscommunication on the snap.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Tigers up 49-14. Lewisburg with the ball on 2nd down and 19 when we return to start out the 4th. We'll be right back.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
We are back to start out the 4th quarter. The Tigers are up 49-14 after a phenomenal 3rd quarter in which they scored 3 touchdowns in 5 minutes. Lewisburg ended up running out the rest of the period, and they will have the ball here on 2nd down and 19. Not much of a hope for Lewisburg to actually win this contest, but they still need to get these reps in. This is only their 2nd game of the season compared to Arlington's 4th. The Patriots still have a full season ahead of them even after this one.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely showed. Earlier in the year, Arlington's big thing was penalties. They did not have near as many as what Lewisburg has had tonight, but it was a factor, and we're seeing that tonight from Lewisburg. What was most surprising to me, Roman, AHS has struggled in the 3rd quarter in the past, and they were dominant.
Gage Haley going to throw this one deep, intended for Coleman Dowell, incomplete. What were you saying?
I was just talking about how in the past couple of weeks, the 3rd quarter and the start of the 2nd half has been where Arlington has kind of fell off. I think we saw it best in that ECS game where ECS just came back on them and ran with it. But I was very impressed with Arlington's 3rd quarter. I think that was their best quarter of football for the entire year right there.
Well, I can't say I disagree. They were quite phenomenal in that 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 19 coming up. Lewisburg hurrying up to the line. Gage Haley trying to get this ball snapped. He will. He's going to throw it. Pressure coming in. Haley throwing to the corner. Passes underthrown, incomplete. 4th down and long coming up for the Patriots.
Yeah, right there. Again, I think Lewisburg, for me, the play calling for Lewisburg in this 2nd half has been leaps and bounds from what it was. I think they definitely made the right adjustments at halftime. I think it's just one of those things where Arlington has the more depth and they're able to keep their guys fresher, which is allowing them to be able to perform better later on down the stretch as they have. I'd be very interested to see whether or not the Lewisburg can finally get this going as they're going to start facing more and more of Arlington's guys that are lower on this depth chart, as I am pretty sure Zach Baker's night is done as he has put on a yellow jersey to help call the plays, as Grant Buchanan will most likely take over here on Arlington's next offensive possession.
We are live here on AHS Tiger Life. If you are just tuning in, my name is Roman Cleary. I'm here with Andrew Farrell up here in the booth. The Tigers are up 49-14. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we have a 4th down and 19 coming up for Lewisburg as the Tigers will be looking to get the ball back here to start out the 4th quarter. Grant Buchanan, the backup quarterback, will be coming in on this next possession as Zach Baker's night is done. And I can't wait. I'm excited to see what we're going to get from Grant Buchanan here after this, once Arlington gets the ball back.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the most time he has played this season by far. Even in that Halls game, he really wasn't in there that much, but I think that was mostly due to it was the first week. Coach Sykes wanted to get these guys in rhythm. He wanted to keep them in there for as long as possible and let them get a feel for it. But now, week 4, I mean, clearly they are fully in mid-season form with Arlington being absolutely dominant. So Grant Buchanan, this is his time to shine.
Lewisburg will go for it as they have to. And Gage Haley looking to throw deep, and he will be not sacked. He's going to throw this deep and incomplete. Oh, man.
Great
job.
job.
Dillis Schmidt almost came down with that one, but he couldn't. And the Tigers will get the ball back. Here comes Grant Buchanan, the sophomore quarterback.
Gage Haley has been an absolute trooper tonight. He has stayed resilient throughout this entire night. He's still staying in there. He's taking those hits, but he knows it's necessary because he's trying to make plays for his team right there, fighting off some would-be tacklers and launching the ball up there, giving his receiver a chance. Again, great coverage by J.J. Johnson, who's been locked down over there.
So here comes the backup offense for the Tigers. The starters are going to be taking a break here. Thomas Burkowski is in at running back. He's made a couple of plays tonight. Gabriel Torres, I think he's still in there.
Yeah, he's a younger guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed in a little bit more.
Burkowski on the carry. Never mind, that is Mitchell Owens, not Gabriel Torres, out wide.
Yeah, so we're seeing Carlos again for the second time tonight. Carlos Wilson came in earlier. He got some first-team action earlier in this game, I believe around the second quarter when they were letting Jake Golday get a breather. Dylan Keith was still kind of shaky on whether or not he was going to play. So Carlos in for the second time tonight. Let's see if they can get him the ball this time around.
Second down and 11 after the 1-yard loss on the last play. Grant Buchanan trying to get this offense going. He motions Jaworski over to the other side. And he'll take a carry here.
Ooh.
And oh my. He gets lit up, but he fights through that tackle. And third down coming up with the Tigers.
Yeah, Grant Buchanan's only touchdown on the year was a rushing touchdown. I believe it was week 1 against Hall. It was a little busted play where he showed his little quickness. Oh, no, that was actually Thomas Rakowski taking that one.
Yeah, that was Thomas Rakowski.
Yeah, but
I thought I said that during the play.
Grant Buchanan is a quick little dude.
And now Kylon Spears is checking into the game. Once again, they're going to give Rakowski a breather after he took the hit, and they're going to get the Tigers for a false start. This penalty will go against Braden Johnson.
Right there, that's what happens when you got these younger guys in. Just trying to, you would rather them have this now than when they're kind of the key players on the team. Next year for a lot of these guys, you want them to get that out of the way now. This is a nice situation. Obviously, you don't want it to happen, but rather happen here than later.
I mean, you have mostly sophomores in here right now as Kylon Spears will be taking the carry. He fights through one tackle. He cannot get through another, and this will be fourth down, and the Tigers are just going to punt this.
Yeah, Kylon Spears been that third-string guy. We see him got some first-team reps early on when they were giving John Davis a breather. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be what John Davis and Devontae Glover are this year. They're going to be the running back duo, the yin and the yang, thunder and lightning, whatever you want to call it. They're going to be the guys that this Arlington offense leans on.
Jacob DeShields, yes, he's also the punter. And he will boot this one away. And J.D. Green will take it.
Here we go.
Green. He's set up by some great blocking. J.D. Green reversing field.
Outside.
Here goes J.D. Green. Past the 50, and he's brought down at the 40.
Wow. Nick Smith is an absolute trooper. That guy has consistently chased down touchdowns tonight. He's got some wheels on him. But J.D. Green right here, we've seen him. He's been he's been probably their most explosive guy. Aside from, obviously, their number one back, Blake Speed. Right here, he's boom. He's to the outside.
I don't think ECS is a true number one back. We've seen a lot of carries from both Blake Speed and Miles Smith tonight. And the first-team offense for Lewisburg is still out there, obviously, as Gage Haley will hand this one to the aforementioned Miles Smith, and he is wrapped up and brought down that time. A good tackle there for the Tigers.
Yeah, we've seen a lot. We've seen it all night. They've gone by running back by committee. I think their most successful back has probably been Blake Speed, and then Miles Smith. J.D. Green has been absolutely explosive. But we also saw Chase Sullivan on that big touchdown that got called back. He's the one that made that happen.
That was Edric Harrell.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But, I mean, this running back by committee.
Or Ledger. Not Edric. Ledger. Carroll. Miles Smith.
Oh, wow.
He's the one that's taking this carry, and he's going to burst it down the sideline. Miles Smith down to the 15. First down, Lewisburg.
Pushed out by Jackson Peterman right there, the senior safety, who's been getting a lot of reps tonight with banged-up Arlington team that's been rotating, especially defensively. He's been a guy that's played a lot more than normal. Great to see him out there making a play.
Well, it's first down from the 16. Lewisburg moving the offense down the field a little bit more with the second-team defense out there for Arlington. And once again, Gage Haley under center. He's going to fake it this time to himself, and a nice catch and a nice throw there from Gage Haley. This is Cole McKinney making his first catch on the night.
Jackson Peterman almost broke that pass up, too. That was just a great catch by a big boy, just using his body to box out right there on a smaller Jackson Peterman. But this defense for Arlington, we are seeing a couple starters still in there. I think Jack Myers is in there. But most of these guys are younger dudes, so they're just trying to get experience, let them see what a game is like under the Friday night lights. And I think so far they've been pretty good.
Second down and 2. Right back to Miles Smith. He's fighting through tackles. He's at the marker, and they're going to give Lewisburg the first down and goal.
Yeah, I mean, right there is a good example. We got a young guy in the middle. I mean, that's a big old boy right there, obviously, and Marcel Mills, but he's only a sophomore. He's able to clog up the middle right there. That is why I am optimistic about Arlington's future. Sadly, I won't be able to see it. But you, Roman, you're only a junior, so you'll get to see and commentate on this Arlington team next year, so you should be excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as Gage Haley will throw this from under center once again, and he's going to rush it up the middle. Touchdown, Lewisburg. Gage Haley, the quarterback, taking it himself.
Yeah, I think if I had to pick a guy just overall in the season who's just been not just tough, has taken all the hits, taken all the beatings, but has never stopped, I think Gage Haley has. This kid, only a sophomore, clearly a very big dude, athletic. We haven't seen him get in the run game as much tonight. He got a live arm, though. We saw his ability to throw the ball right there. He's able to punch it in, and that's that rollout pass where we talked about it earlier. You got to try to stop the pass so you back up the linebackers, but that gives the quarterback room to run.
Brady Poem did knock through the extra point, and Lewisburg is up 49-21.
Roman, what do you think has been the biggest thing for Arlington tonight to give them success?
Well, I just think overall it's been an improvement of chemistry. You can really see that this team has really come full circle from the sloppy performance against Halls in week 1. And now the offense has been ran to absolute perfection here in week 4. It really is crazy how much of a difference only a couple of weeks of football can make.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just, like I said earlier, mid-season form. It takes a little bit for some teams to get going, and I think Arlington is one of those teams. I think they're rallying around each other. I think that ECS loss where they blew that lead, I think that absolutely galvanized this team. It gave them life again, and since that ECS game, we have seen nothing but just absolute explosiveness on offense for Arlington.
Lewisburg kicks this one out of bounds as Gabriel Torres was going for it, but not really going for it. And Arlington will get it at the 35.
Here we go. And it looks like we are going to see Grant Buchanan out there again. And
I saw Zach Baker with his helmet on for a second, but he's now on the sideline once again.
Yeah, I think this second-team offense is going to stay out there. I don't know why they would even risk it.
Even consider it.
Yeah. Spencer Pruitt.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs these reps after the struggles that he's had tonight with the drop pass and the trip in the first quarter. Grant Buchanan in at quarterback for the second straight possession for the Tigers.
Oh.
And Buchanan will hand this one off. This is, I believe, Kylon Spears on the carry. No, I'm incorrect. That is Mariko Wilson. And he's brought down, second down coming up.
Right here, we see, as you were saying earlier, this is crucial time for these guys, especially a guy like Spencer Pruitt who has had a really rough night. Obviously got to start and has not had the game he was looking for in his first varsity start. So you want to see him right here, try to get himself back in a groove, get some confidence, and maybe take that into the rest of the season.
Second down and 11 yards to go from the 34-yard line. Buchanan handing it off. This is Mariko Wilson. Or no, this is Kylon Spears. now, and it's third down now coming up for the Tigers.
Here we go.
The clock was stopped. The looks like a referee stoppage here.
Yeah, right here. I mean, this is good time. Roman, you got a Houston team. You got Arlington on the road against Houston, traditionally.
And we'll talk more about that one when we get back from break. Arlington up 49-21 in the final waning moments of the ball game.
I can't express how much I appreciate every single thing that St. Jude has done. You never know when you could be that determining factor to save the next child's life. 1,000,000 thank yous wouldn't be enough.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. The Tigers are up 49-21. They have the ball here on third down and 3 with 3:03 left in the fourth quarter. And Buchanan will hand it off. Kylon Spears, short of the marker, fourth down coming up. It's Roman Cleary, Andrew Farrell on the call as we're wrapping this one up. The Tigers up 49-21, getting ready for Houston next week on the road.
Yeah, and as we were talking about earlier, Houston, a traditional rival, kind of had a rough start this season, but actually, as of right now, they are leading on ECS 41-10. A little bit of that's not exactly up to date. That was about 20 minutes ago when that was put out. But if Houston's playing well right now, Arlington's at their best, Houston's at their best. I think it's unfortunate we won't be able to stream that game. I think that will be an amazing game. I am so excited to watch that. Division rivals. We'll see how that goes.
Jacob DeShields boosts this one away. And it looks like Arlington will just down it. They will. J.D. Green teasing him a little bit, but nothing came up of it. And Lewisburg will just get the ball back with 2:01 to go.
And we're going to see this defense trot back out there. I think at this point we're seeing most of the starters pretty much out. Oh, never mind. Old reliable Jack Myers. He's trotting back onto the field. I mean, I don't think. Does Jack Myers ever leave the field when Arlington's on defense, Roman?
I mean, I don't. Maybe Jack Myers just doesn't allow himself to leave the field.
Oh, yeah. He's clearly just built different. So, attaboy Jack Myers right there, leader of this defensive line.
Well, Lewisburg, they're on the field here for the final 2:01. We'll see if they can get something out of this as Gage Haley will throw this one here on first down. He's got a completion here to Blake Speed. First down up to the 40-yard line.
I think if I had to pick Lewisburg MVP, as much as I want to give it to Gage Haley just because of how tough he's been tonight, I think Blake Speed definitely deserves that honors. He has been explosive, and he's pretty much been unstoppable for the most part for Lewisburg.
Hurry up offense here as Haley will give this one to Miles Smith. He's cutting it in, but he's going to get back out. But nope. Great tackle there that time. Carter Wood on the stop.
There you go. Carter Wood is the guy who, out of these sophomore group, out of these linebackers, he is the one with the most experience. I think he's played all 4 weeks, some meaningful varsity snaps, more and more as we see the season go on. And tonight he's definitely been out there with Dylan Keefe being on limited time. They've had to rotate those linebackers more and more. And Cannon Lineball and Jake Golday, the kind of fatigue of the season catching up with them. So I think Carter Wood is going to be very important for Arlington down the stretch.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. 1:24 to go. Or coming up for Lewisburg, rather. Coming up for the second down, coming up for the Tiger defense against the Lewisburg offense. 1:24 to go. Tigers up 49-21. Just getting ready to wrap this one up, but Lewisburg is still looking to get some points out of this as
Coach Sally doesn't want Lewisburg to get some points. I mean, even though this is a nice little win for them, he is clearly not happy.
Haley is sacked
by
the man who's built different, Jack Myers.
Now he's happy. We saw Coach Sally 5 seconds ago getting a little frustrated with the defense, and then right there, walked off the sideline a little angrily, turned around to see Jack Myers sacking the quarterback, and his hands shot up in the air. Coach Sally loves that.
This whole game has just been a flash in the eye. It's just a blink of an eye.
Oh, this has by far been the most highlight-filled, explosive game Arlington has played all year. I mean, this is, if you were going to upload this to Huddle to show to college coaches, you could probably just put the whole game out there, and it would still be a highlight tape.
This is going to Blake Speed. He's rushing up the middle. Blake Speed rushing down the field. No man to beat. Blake Speed in for the touchdown with 35 seconds left.
There you go. That's a nice little touchdown right there. That's for pride. That's so Blake Speed can say, hey, I did my best. I gave it my all. Still came up short, but, hey, we're fighting. And Lewisburg as a team said, we've never given up. Even though this is week 2, we're going to set the precedent for the season that it's not over until it's over.
Well, it is now 49-27. Lewisburg making the score a little bit closer. And Brady Poem knocks it down. Now it's 49-28. And now we're back to a 21-point game. We'll be right back to wrap it up after this. Tigers up 49-28 late in the game.
My mom actually was a nurse at St. Jude. She would come home and tell us the stories of all the children that she got to work with on a daily basis. We were taught and raised that we all exist here on this planet to benefit others. That's how my wife and I feel when we give to St. Jude every month. Our giving is right up there with our mortgage. That's the priority that we put on giving to St. Jude.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
We're back. Tigers getting the ball back now with J.J. Johnson on the return after the little pooch kick. And I think Arlington's just going to run this out.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing. That's just the best thing to do. Probably going to see.
That's the running clock. Actually, the clock is stopped here with 24.7, so maybe they're going to have to run another play before we can wrap this one up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a kneel. Overall, great game for Arlington. There's no better way to end the game than victory formation at home. Friday Night Lights. You're hyped. Going into Houston next week, who is actually up 48-10 as of right now over ECS. So if Houston's figuring it out, Arlington has clearly figured it out. It's going to be a very interesting game at Houston High School next week.
Well, Houston, they've had their struggles start out the season, so they just took all of their frustration out on ECS. As Arlington has taken all of their frustration out on Lewisburg. Grant Buchanan takes a knee. They're just going to let this run out. Arlington 49, Lewisburg 28. The Tigers will move up to 3-1, and Lewisburg will drop down to 1-1. And the Tigers' destiny next week is on the road against Houston, a Houston team that is currently up 48-10 on the defending Division II national champions. Now, that's it. The game's over. Tigers win it 49-28. And now that the game's over, Farrell, do you know what time it is?
I think it's time for our AHS Tiger Life play of the game. Here we see it in the third quarter. We're gonna see this rollout touchdown by Zach Baker to Cannon Lineball, where Cannon Lineball just made some magic happen. Just whoop, and then we go. Oh, now we're going the other way. Oh, yeah, can't get me. J.J. Johnson throw a little block. John Davis get downfield. Then Cannon Lineball diving for that pylon. Yeah, you get up, big man. It's time to celebrate. That's a great play. I think that's a great play that shows the entire game. Arlington was just a walking highlight reel tonight. Overall, great game. This is easily their best game. Very excited for going into Houston next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you want to know what is going on at Arlington High School, turn to ahstigerlife.com for news, for sports, for just general high school life. AHS Tiger Life is the obvious place to go. ahstigerlife.com. Once again, www.ahstigerlife.com. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this one. The Tigers win it 49-28. They're going to be on the road against Houston next week. We will not be broadcasting that game, but we will be back on Friday, September the 25th against Sheffield. And we'll be back on Friday, September the 25th. Once again for Tiger football here on AHS Tiger Life. Tigers win it 49-28 once again. Along with Andrew Farrell and the rest of the AHS Tiger Life broadcasting crew, this is Roman Cleary signing out. Good night, everybody.
Good night.